This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
Teachers and administrators at Hazelwood East High School say they're receiving vulgar threats of violence after Attorney General Andrew Bailey tried to blame a student fight on their DEI policies. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ann Allred.
And I'm Mike Bush. Kaylee Gain suffered a severe head injury in a fight off campus after school 3 weeks ago. The AG thrust her story into the national spotlight when he launched an investigation into the school's DEI program. In a letter today, Hazelwood signaled it will hand over documents Bailey is requesting. But tonight their attorney says as more information comes to light, it will likely be an embarrassment to Bailey and his office. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is here with new details explaining what that all means. Mark?
Mike and Ann, we've already exposed the long list of errors in Andrew Bailey's initial investigation, and it's calling his credibility into question. Judges often hold lawyers to strict rules in a court of law. You can't make stuff up. Now his wildly inaccurate investigation could land him at the center of one.
We're looking into whether or not there's any sort of legal action we can take to stop him from being such a bully and using his office just for political purposes.
Attorney General Andrew Bailey sent this letter to the Hazelwood District's attorney, Cindy Ormsby, brushing off her criticisms of his investigation. You allege inaccuracies, he says in quotes. The most egregious error you identify is an incorrect date reference.
I did not believe that was his most egregious error. I believe his most egregious error in his original letter to the school district was the jump to the conclusion that the fight between the two high school females was based on race, and that it was because SRO officers were not in the building, which he believes for some reason is a result of the school district's emphasis on DEI policies.
What Bailey didn't know, the district did have 60 security guards and monitors on the payroll. One of them tried to intervene in this fight March 7, the day before Kaylee Gain was severely injured. Ormsby scolded Bailey's incomplete investigation, saying it's dangerous and will likely be an embarrassment to you and your office when and if the facts become known to you and the general public. Some of those facts remain sealed in juvenile court. Others are starting to emerge. There was a specific instance the day before, wasn't there?
Correct, there was.
There was a physical altercation in the hall involving one of these uniformed guards the day before.
Yes.
Ormsby said that fight led to a student being suspended. And while she wouldn't name that suspended student, the attorney for the suspect in the fight the next day identified that student as Kaylee Gain.
The other juvenile involved in this was suspended from Hazelwood East High School the day before this all happened, for fighting.
Bailey's rush to judgment without knowing all the facts and his eagerness to inject divisive racial politics into a severe tragedy is also coming under fire from the Missouri NAACP. They're asking why Bailey never showed any interest or took any action when it was black students who were killed in fights or who were subjected to blatantly racist discrimination. The NAACP says, quote, "It is outrageous that our tax dollars are funding his racist political talking point."